I'm Mike.
And I'm Kendra, and this is Blissfully Blended Chaos.
Our faith, our family, our chaos, all for the glory of God.
Yes. It's been a minute.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. All
Yes.
that jazz.
I'm pretty sure we need to throw a happy Thanksgiving in there too.
Yeah, maybe. It has been some time.
Sometime.
I had to take a little bit of a hiatus for a little bit. Trying to get situated here. Been a minute. So technical difficulties, but
it's definitely been a while. We've been spending the holidays with family and
just
working and
living life.
Just busy.
Life happens. But when you have 5 kids and
jobs
and whatnot, it's
busy.
Part of life.
Yes.
So, apologies for a little bit of a hiatus. Sorry, Doug. No, he's been kind of poking at us. And when are you going to put another one out?
Yes.
Actually, I did run into a friend of mine that I went to high school with that was commenting on our podcast and was like basically praising us. Like,
who?
Keep it real. His name's Austin.
Oh, okay. I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, I ran into him at the store here in town, and he basically was like just telling me like, thanks for keeping it 100, as the kids say nowadays.
Don't.
Yeah, because I mean, there's not a lot of people that are
vulnerable
and open and transparent, and
we are not perfect.
No,
and we'll tell you it's fine.
Not perfect at all, and we have our flaws, we have our moments. This thing keeps popping up here. Close. Sorry about that. We have our flaws
and our troubles,
our mishaps, our troubles, and everything like that. But we will work through it and
tell you all about it.
Tell you all about it.
If you face it, you can get through it too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So we decided.
Well, little bit of
I guess life update.
No, I was gonna say disclaimer, or I don't know how they like phrase that. Anyways,
trigger warning.
What I'm trying to say is, we were supposed to do this episode, this podcast, this topic prior to Christmas. We had talked about it and decided that, hey, it's the holidays coming up. This would probably be a good topic to go over. But as you can see, we went on vacation and
it was so
living
good.
life. We'll give a little bit on that in a minute.
We need to post our vacation pictures and stuff.
Yeah. But we basically put the podcast on the back burner and decided to enjoy the holidays
and the family time
and everything, rather than the stress of trying to get an episode out, edit it, and get it out in time for the holidays and everything. So we're a little late, but hopefully it still resonates with still resonates with everybody. So the topic is basically premarital, newlyweds, and
people popped the question a lot over Christmas. So
over Christmas or over New Year's, it's usually somebody asking somebody to marry them, and we just kind of wanted to maybe take a step back and kind of talk about some things.
Yes. Um, the big first and foremost is, I don't know. There's a lot. I don't think there's one thing.
Well, yeah, there's a whole list
Just
of things.
have conversations is pretty much the
Just
big.
yeah, conversations. And this is part of dating. You know, conversations that probably need to be had before you know whether this person is going to be the person that you spend the rest of your life with or not.
So before you walk down that aisle and tie that knot and call it forever.
Because let me tell you, if I'd have known some things before,
He would not have.
I would not be sitting here.
Yes, he would.
I'm lying. I would be sitting here, but
We would have had
it would have been a little bit easier,
and we would have done some things different.
Definitely done some things different, but just some different topics that need to be discussed beforehand. And this kind of came up because we've seen a lot of friends that, have been popping the question lately, or just some friends that have kind of gone through some things that were recently married and kind of fallen through hardship.
And not that there's any plans in the making, but our oldest is
he's dating.
18. He's almost 18.
Almost 18, and he's dating. I guess his high school sweetheart.
Yeah, and we've always raised our kids to date with intent. So if you don't see marriage as a outcome, then don't date them. And so that is something that's on their minds, not necessarily right now per se, but
it's definitely could happen.
It's a conversation that they have had and came to us about. So it's kind of brought up some questions in that light of, hey, you need to have these because you need to talk about this.
These are the conversations that need to be had before, because you can love each other as much or as little as possible, but if there's one of these topics that y'all don't agree on, and are not willing to compromise, then you might have issues down the road.
In my opinion, there's 3 non-negotiables. And if these 3 things don't line up, then don't even consider marriage. And that's faith, politics, and children. If you don't agree on those 3 things, it can't work. Because if you don't agree on faith, you have no foundation. If you don't agree on politics, that's going to be a really uncomfortable situation. And if you don't agree on having kids or not having kids, somebody's always going to be sacrificing and there's going to be resentment. So those are my 3 non-negotiables.
We only agree on one of those. I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
Yeah, he almost got kicked in the throat.
No, we totally align.
No, okay.
I mean,
if you're already married, I'm not telling you to leave the other person because of that. It's just going to be a little more difficult.
It definitely.
But if you know these things prior to marriage,
it makes the conversation a lot easier.
Yes. Now, if you choose to continue to still do it and you guys find a happy medium about it, that's fine. But you don't want to get in a marriage and then realize, oh, wow, their belief system is very different, because left versus right politically, you have some very, very, very different values on some very big topics. And if one's one way and one's the other, that's a problem. And faith, if you guys end up having kids, how do you raise your children? And that would be really sad to get married and find out that they don't want kids.
Or they do. They don't want kids, or do want kids, or whatever.
Yeah, just sets expectations.
Another big one is finances. Like, what's the goal with finances? Are we putting everything together? Are we keeping it separate? Are we I guess splitting everything down the middle.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
And that's one that we never really talked about. We just kind of threw it all in one pot with like.
Yeah, when we got together, it was we pretty much like went all in together.
Yeah. But we've had more fights about finances though, because there was never an expectation drawn.
Finances and parenting has been our big problem.
Yeah.
Problems.
Yeah.
Like today, I mean, you just blew $400.
Oh my. He's lying.
I'm kidding. That was a mutual thing.
That we both decided we were going to blow $400.
Yeah, that we both decided that we were going to blow $400.
Yeah. But it was quality time. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely some quality time. Much needed quality time. Our
we have no kids.
New Year's has been rung in with no kids.
We want them back.
Yes, most definitely.
But it's been quiet.
But we got back from our vacation to Orlando, and was offered time for our two littles that don't usually go to any other place other than here. They were offered to be taken to their grandmother's for a week in New Mexico. So we jumped on that.
Living their best life over there. And the other kids being a blended family, they're at their other parent.
Yeah, it's other parents' Christmas time. So
yes, but anyway, so back to our thing. I'm talking into it. Huh?
Are you
this guy? So, I think the first topic that's really important to discuss is religion. Like, I feel that's one of the biggest things because even scripture tells you can't be unequally yoked.
No, and
you have to be one in a marriage. When you're married, you become one. Two come together as one. And if you don't agree on that, that's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were in re-engage the first time, maybe the second, I don't remember. But there was a pyramid drawn, and the husband was at the bottom left, the wife was at the bottom right, and God was at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the closer you get to God, the closer you get to each other.
Yep.
And if one's running towards God and the other one's running the opposite way, you're going to get further. So you've got to be both going in the same direction. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be at the same speed and on the same level at all times, but...
No, because I was going to say there's been plenty of times when we've gone through our struggles where one of us has been lacking.
Yeah. There's times that I felt like I was like dragging him to chase me, and then there's times that I felt like he was dragging me.
Yeah. And that's not the way it should be. It should be both of y'all working on y'all's relationship individually to get closer to God, which will then bring you closer to each other.
Because he's not mine to drag to God. It's not my relationship with Christ. For him, it's his. And that's been something that's hard because there's been times that I felt like he wasn't making an effort to grow towards Christ because I didn't see him doing the things. And I always thought he listened to like rock music and was like all doom and gloom in his truck. And I got in and I was like, what are you listening to? Yeah, it was Christian rock. I was wrong the whole time. He listened to like Christian rock and he was listening to praise and worship and doing his own thing, and I just had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your face.
But I had to take a step back and realize that it wasn't my relationship to control. So.
Yeah, I was going to say there's been plenty of times when she's either prayed to God to fix me or I've done the same for her. And it's basically been,
We get fixed, not
yeah, like we get, like if she's praying for me, she gets fixed, or I'm praying for her, I get fixed, kind of deal.
Yeah, he has a sense of humor that way.
Yeah.
He's like, haha, you want to change him?
I'm going to change you. But
it's very humbling.
um,
But anyway, so I think faith is that's a big one you really need to talk about.
huge.
Huge. And then after that, I think children. Because
Yeah.
statistically speaking, a marriage where somebody has a child that they didn't want to have out of, I guess, guilt or pressure or whatever, statistically speaking, those marriages end more than anything else. But I mean, if somebody doesn't want kids and you do, and you want a family and they don't want that type of family, then how do you move forward with that?
Yeah.
Somebody would have to sacrifice being a mother or a father, and that's a huge thing to give up.
Or they would have to fill a role that they never wanted.
Mm-hmm. So, super important. And then politics. I feel like politics
Politics is not that big. It's not a high
if your
priority.
faith is the same and you base your politics based off of biblical values, you should be in the same direction, because politics, the big things that I guess differentiate Democrat, Republican, whatever, are what? Abortion. Like, it's things like that that generally, if you're faithful, determine that.
I think like the big ones are like abortion, transgender,
like LGBTQ.
all that kind of stuff, whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, politically, it's important, but I mean, I personally think you definitely need to be on the same page, just because that would be a really uncomfortable election time. And if you're differentiating that much on it, views have to be pretty dang different.
Oh yeah.
And like abortion. What if I believed in abortion and we got pregnant and I didn't want the baby and you did? Like, that's huge.
It is.
So you need to know that.
Yep. Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Kendra had to step away to go pull some baked goods out of the oven. Yeah. Just sitting here alone, waiting for her to come back. Do 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 do. Oh wait, here she comes.
And to pull Pastor Billy's brain.
Oh, and we're back.
And we're back.
Um.
So what's another big one you think we need to talk about?
Yeah.
Discipline.
Discipline is another one. But another one that kind of goes into kids is when you want kids. When do you want to start having kids?
Yeah.
Do
you want private school?
Do you want private school? Do you want public school?
Do you want homeschool?
Another big one is obviously discipline. How do you want to discipline your kids? How do you want to handle different situations? But another one is careers. Like, because obviously, you know, each one of you is going to have to sacrifice something for your career when it comes to parenting. Um, so
I feel like the mom sacrifices that one though. No offense to men,
yeah, no,
but if a woman wants a career in the medical field or um, to be an attorney or, so many different things, if she wants a career where she is in the workforce and really working, I feel like she has to either choose to put her children in daycare, which is great and fine, but if he doesn't want his kids in daycare and she does, kind of thing, that could be a problem. Like, I know for our relationship, and honestly for my last marriage too, I feel like I've been the one that had to sacrifice the career, which to me it's not that big of a deal. But even having a job, I was not the breadwinner, so I had to sacrifice and call in when a kid was sick or this or that, to the point where at times it was almost impossible to carry a job because I couldn't be consistently there because I had to be mom.
right?
And if you guys don't talk about that beforehand, it could be easy to get resentful over that. Lucky for me, I found a career I love doing at home, and he supported me opening my business.
Mm-hmm.
But there for a while, I did get pretty bitter about it because I wanted to provide, because that was one of our biggest fights was,
You're spending more money than you're bringing me.
no, but
No.
from my point though, I feel like at times you put a price tag on it because you see the number you bring in, but because mine doesn't bring in actual money, you don't see the value in it. So I felt like I needed to work to be able to compensate, I guess. But then if I lost the job, I felt guilty because I had to take care of the kids. And so it could get pretty ugly pretty quick
It's a
if you're not
double-edged sword.
careful. And so that's why I say I feel like, like in my personal situation, I feel like I don't really have an option. And I feel like not necessarily, I mean, yeah, double edged sword. Because
Uh-huh.
if I get to work, go and get a job, and the kids are sick, I have to take off because I'm not going to make what you make. But so I'm going to have to be the one that stays home. I'm the one that takes them to the doctor. I'm the one that does all that. So if I get a job and I have to call in, then if I lose the job, that's a problem. But then if I just don't have a job at all, I don't technically bring in money. So what am I doing? Even if I'm keeping a house afloat and taking kids to school and doing everything I do on my end, there's no monetary value to show for that.
Right.
And my job actually costs money because I have to pay for the doctor's visit. So you see that come out of my account, our account. Like it's me swiping my card for that, or if I have to pay for the kids' lunches, or if I go to the grocery store, you just see money falling out because I'm at home, but it's actually things that we need. And so I feel like you have to have some form of transparency on that. And that's something that to this day we've never talked about. But it is one of our biggest things that we ever have fought over is money.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't, I don't know, we just don't talk about it. But I don't know how to fix it at this point. Like, I have my business and I bring in money, and I think we've kind of found a happy medium on it. And we've kind of found a way to resolve the issue. Is I do bring in money, and I found a way to be able to bring in money and still do everything that I do. But
Turn your ringer off.
yeah. So I don't know. I feel like that is a huge one though.
That is a very big one.
Because I mean, how many arguments have we had over this in our relationship? I mean, it's not something that we would leave each other over.
No.
No, it's just sometimes it's a little irritant. It's just something that comes up and we really just kind of brush it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a deal breaker, so we've just never faced it.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure I've said some things that you've never even heard me say before. You're probably wanting to punch me in the throat right now.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is just not something we've. Sorry, this is just not something we've ever really communicated.
No.
Just because it's never had to be it's never been a big enough issue that we felt like we had to address it like that.
No. I mean, it's irritating whenever money's going out and it's extra money that we didn't plan for or whatever, but at the end of the day, if it's groceries or the kids had to go to the doctor or whatever, I mean, it's got to be done.
Yeah. But sometimes I feel like that falls on me, and I don't think you realize you haven't ever had to actually go grocery shopping and buy what it takes to feed our family for the week. So I don't think you realize what it costs. And so when you see that big price tag and how little food we have in the cabinet, you're like, what in the world did you just do?
Yeah.
But I'm just going to have to take you grocery shopping with me.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
No, because if you do that, there's going to be
we're going to be eating ramen and SpaghettiOs.
Exactly.
Because I buy organic. I buy like
no, we ain't doing that. We're buying
all the carcinogens and
yeah, we're buying
we're
all
taking the chances.
We're buying. I made it 35 years so far, so we're good.
No, mm-mm.
Buying Spam.
That is disgusting.
And ramen noodles.
That is worse.
Living the college life.
I tried to get you to go to a ramen noodle bar today, and you're like, I don't like ramen.
Listen, I know what I like, and I like the cup of noodles or the ramen noodles. All right.
Yeah, but that birria ramen was good.
Yes, it was. But
could you imagine if it had like an egg in it and so like just so good? Okay. Tomorrow night, homemade ramen noodles.
What? You're gonna make ramen noodles?
We're gonna doctor them up, not jail style, but like fancy. We're not like crushing them up and putting hot Cheetos and weirdness.
I'm not gonna make a pizza.
A what?
A pizza.
No.
A burrito?
No. That is so gross. So gross.
How is that gross?
No, we're gonna.
It's still the same ramen.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's just inventive.
Oh yes, so inventive.
Yeah.
So, okay, what are some other things?
Intimacy.
Oh. Okay. Yes and no. I think you need to have certain conversations about it, but until you are married, I don't think you need to have a certain biblical expectation of intimacy and how it is supposed to be in a relationship founded in Christ. But preferences, things like that, you wouldn't know that because you've never done it.
That's not what I was referring
Then what are you talking about?
To.
How often?
No.
What?
I was referring to the fact that biblically you would need to wait till marriage. So
Oh,
if
I was
your
like,
other person's views
I'm
differ,
sitting here thinking you're talking about having conversations about like going in deep on your sexual preferences, and I'm like, negative ghostwriter. Should not happen.
no, because if they haven't found chicka wow wow,
That is not.
then
If they saved themselves for marriage,
well, that's what
then
I'm saying.
yes. So
But
if
because you know,
yes, you need to know if your spouse or soon to be spouse
yes,
has
because
had
if you're
sexual
well,
relations.
not even not only that, just if you're going into a relationship with somebody and you're waiting till marriage, but this individual doesn't want to wait till marriage.
Then they should probably get stepping. I'm just saying. You can't sacrifice your morals and values. If somebody can't wait for that, that is a silly, silly thing.
Well, I agree,
They're
but I'm
putting
saying that's
their selfish pleasure above your spiritual need. Like, no.
yeah.
Yeah. But I will say also, if you have had sexual relations in the past and had other sex partners, and then you're getting married, I think it is a good thing to go through a deliverance class prior to marriage and cutting soul ties. And if you and your spouse
What are
even,
those?
oh my. And if you and your spouse have had sexual relations prior to marriage,
And we're back.
anyway,
Um,
I think that if you and your spouse have had sexual relations prior to marriage, I think that soul tie needs to be broke too. Because biblically, you should not.
yes, biblically you should not. But there are the instances when you're going into a blended family,
Yes.
where you have had previous relations.
Yes, and you break the soul ties.
Yes.
Snip them. And a soul tie is basically a
Emotional, spiritual, and physical connection that you've had with somebody in the past.
and it doesn't even have to mean sex.
Nope. Doesn't.
If you exchange the words I love you and you have an emotional attachment to them, that could be a soul tie. It's just
or even if you
lusted for them.
I was about to say
Yeah,
lusted for somebody.
Yeah.
Or looked at somebody in lust or
Yeah.
anything of that nature.
So I just think those need to be broke because we didn't do that until really late in our marriage. And it was a huge thing for me.
Yeah.
Like it was huge. And so because obviously we're a blended family. We had sexual relations prior to each other. Hindsight 2020. Oh my gosh. Okay,
I was a virgin.
Oh my goodness, don't lie to me. Anyway, you have a kid. Anyway, so I will say this too.
Proof
and this
it
is
didn't
going to
happen.
be there's a DNA test. Anyway, I've seen him. So this isn't going to be controversial.
This is going to be
This
controversial?
is. And this is going to be one that people get offended about. And I'm sorry. Shots fired. So I personally feel like
Wait, where are you going with this?
if
Wait.
Shh.
Are you going into the what we?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So I personally feel like if you and your spouse decide to get married and you have abstained, okay, but there have been sexual relations in the past, I highly recommend testing to make sure that you don't carry anything. And I know that's controversial and I know people get offended and they're like, so, oh my gosh about it. But there are uncontrollable things that you can carry that can cause your spouse harm. And if you don't know, then.
Well, now you know.
You know. So, I mean, I just personally think for safety matters because that would be really bad.
Yes.
Like, that could be health wise. I mean, and if you decide to have kids, some of those things can alter your ability to have children. Like, just don't have sex before you're married. B, if you do,
Well, yeah.
do it right. Just go get tested, fix any problems that you might have had from it, and move forward. It's life.
Yeah.
I just know too many people that have suffered from certain things that could have been prevented had they not had those issues, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's my ouch one that people aren't going to like, but it is what it is. We keep it real.
Keep it not.
So now I
Now, wait. What are you going to do? What do you think?
What I was on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hold
so
on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm salty about this one. I need y'all to know that. What?
This is going to be very
Controversial?
controversial.
Yes.
This is going to be. This is going to be. There's probably going to be some folks that don't like this, but
it needs to be said, though.
It definitely does. And I'm going to start it and preface this with this.
This is our opinion.
This is our opinion.
If you don't like it, flush it.
If you believe in a nacho type of blended family,
you're certifiable.
There's absolutely no reason for you to be together.
Like, okay, so
end of story.
Hold on, time out. Let me go back. So I'm sitting here scrolling on Facebook, right? We're driving home from our date, and I'm looking at Facebook, and I come across this question because I'm on a lot of step family blended support groups. Okay, blended families have a lot of different issues and a lot of different dynamics. So I am on a lot of blended support groups because our heart is to help blended families. That is just where our heart stands. And so I like to be on these groups and see these issues so that I can speak life into them, speak love into them, and speak God into them. But B, so I can kind of see what other people are going through so that I can look into it and see how to hopefully fix or how to give biblical advice for people to fix these issues.
Yeah.
And just hopefully make blended families work a little bit better. So I'm scrolling, and this question said, how do I nacho parent when I have to watch his child while he goes to work? And so I'm like, what in the world is a nacho parent? So I Google it. A nacho parent is where you are a blended family, you are married, and you say, nacho kid, nacho problem, and you don't do anything for their kid. Like, what is that? First, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. So then I'm like, surely people don't support this. So I'm looking at the comments, and these comments are like, you tell him he needs to find his childcare. So she stays home and she watches their child, but makes him pay a sitter to watch his other child. Like, that is absolutely crazy to me. Like, yes, I get there are high conflict situations, and I get sometimes baby mama, baby daddy drama can be real, but seriously, like, that is insane. Like, it made me so mad. Like, we're gonna call this righteous anger because seriously, God's wrath on these people. But
I don't agree with this at all. Now, there are instances when this kind of makes sense. And that's when it's an older couple or somebody that has older grown kids that are out of the house, out of the picture, whatever. And even then, it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But
okay, so Sarah and my dad were not together when I was a child. My mom and Deward were not together when I was a child. But if you think for 1 minute I would be okay, or I think it's
well, that's
anywhere
what
near
that's what I'm saying. That's
for
what
them
I'm
to
saying.
be like, "Oh, you're not my kid; it's not my problem." No, You married my dad. I am his kid.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like I'm so when I say in certain instances, I'm saying like obviously discipline is not going to be
yeah,
in the
so I
picture,
get that
right?
one.
But like actually I don't even know. I'm
So,
kind of
nacho kid, nacho parent, the way they see it is you do not discipline, you do not have a say, you do not do that. So, I'm like, how does that even work? Like, babe, we're going to nacho parent. And when Caden's here, you have to pay a babysitter? Like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Even if his mom was like completely certifiably crazy, psycho, um, breathing down our necks and constantly had something to say, that would not, like, I could not imagine treating him differently because of
no.
that situation, for one. For two, now, if the child is acting out so bad and is having such an issue, take him to counseling.
Yeah.
Like, we've had some issues where Caden had an issue with our home, his mom's home, whatever. We paid for counseling, family counseling. Me, him, and his dad all went to counseling together and sat down and talked it out and built a relationship and built a foundation.
Yep.
And it's healthy and it's normal. So, like, this whole nacho parenting thing is crazy to me. So this is what I have to say to that.
It's kind of got me agitated.
Irritated.
So
Very.
in the beginning,
The Lord
God
created
made-
the heavens and the earth.
no, in the beginning of our relationship, there was a time period where we were building that foundation as a family, as a blended family, to where I handled my kids' issues, she handled her kids' issues, but we were still
Pre-marriage
consulting each other about said issues.
Yes.
It wasn't like this is your problem, fix it. This is my problem, I'll fix it.
And ours was a little bit different because we had a dynamic where my oldest had a very bad taste in his mouth from my previous relationship, and he had a hatred. So we treaded lightly on that one. But, like, I just don't understand. So basically, from this, what we say is if you're in a relationship and you don't like your stepchild, do them a favor and don't get married. I know that sounds horrible, but you can't make a child have a terrible home life because you want to build a relationship. Wait till they're grown. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like it's so selfish to be in a relationship and to
neglect the child because
yes, because there's obviously a need. There's obviously something going on. And if the other parent is brainwashing or, doing something, then figure out a way to help the child.
Right.
Or if the child's just absolutely defiant in the situation, there has to be a reason and you need to find the root. Postpone getting married for a little bit. Try to figure out the cause. Try to figure out what's going on so that child is healthy, because healthy, like mentally stable children don't do that. There is an underlying issue and you have to fix that. So all these people that have kids that are like just downright defiant and acting like a heathen because they don't like somebody there's a deeper issue. Somebody's saying something. There has been something in the past that has happened to them and they're trying to overcome. I mean, I'm sorry, I am not one that believes, oh, it's just a phase. No, phases are something they're a result.
Yeah.
Like they're from something they've been exposed to. We have times with my 10-year-old or 9-year-old, almost 10, literally.
He's
30 days. But we have issues sometimes with him because his dad's absent. He actually just had a whole conversation with my mom about his dad being absent. And so he has abandonment issues.
Yep.
And some days he will be the first one to jump in Mike's lap. But then there's days where he is super standoffish.
Yeah.
And it is because of an issue that he has, and we figure out how to work through it. Cal, he didn't like anybody. Like, it was only me, and it was so overwhelming. And we've talked about it before, but we found out that he had an issue. He had a medical issue, and we took care of it and fixed it to where he felt good. And when his body felt good, he was able to think clearly and make better decisions.
Yeah. And he is night and day different.
Yes, it is your job as a parent to make sure your kids' needs are met. And if you are not already married, then your spouse can't take priority over your children. And I know that's going to be confrontational because I know people are like, oh, I can't let a child dictate my life. Yeah, well, that child's only there for 18 years. Like, it's your job in those 18 years to help them to be the best they can be. And
Well,
if you have a resentful kid,
Not only that kid is only there for as long as you are nurturing that relationship. Say you do meet somebody that you don't want your kid to dictate your relationship or who you're with or anything like that. Okay, that's fine, but that kid is going to resent you. The kid is going to resent your spouse, and more than likely choose to live with the other parent.
yeah. And then another thing that I have to say is, if your child has a huge issue with your significant other, this is a question that I asked myself in a previous relationship, and it is how I ended the relationship. I literally had to ask. It is.
Oh, okay.
It really, truly is. I asked myself, I said, do I want my son to be him? Ew, no. Do I want my daughter to marry somebody like him? Absolutely not. So if you're with somebody and you don't want your child to be like them or to marry somebody like them, you probably shouldn't either, because that's the role model you're giving them. I thought that I loved somebody that I would have married. Like, if he would have given me the option, I would have, because I was that deluded to think that that was important. And there is a difference between healthy love and lust. You can't love who somebody could be. You have to love who they are.
Yeah.
And if you're expecting to change, no, absolutely not.
Ain't gonna work.
No, that's gross.
Mm-mm.
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 So, yeah, controversial, but true.
Controversy.
Seriously, we're stepping on toes.
Well, start off the new year with a bang, right?
Yes. Okay, last thing, I totally recommend marriage counseling prior to marriage.
Premarital counseling.
So, Merge is a good one. It is an 8-week course. It's through Watermark. It's fantastic.
Or even just talking to
your pastor probably
pastor.
offers it.
Yeah.
They have some premarital. I totally recommend premarital.
Of some
we
sort.
did not do that, and
we
had
didn't
we
do
done
it,
that,
and we started off rocky for the first couple of years.
Okay. And also,
and almost got divorced after a week.
And then a year. And then another year. And then we almost got divorced again. And again. And again.
And again.
And I think that was it.
I don't know.
We just decided that that wasn't an option.
There's been a lot.
Till death do us part.
Don't say it.
Anyway. So, totally premarital counseling, but I also, if you're in a blended family or you're watching this and you're going through a divorce and you have kids involved, get a good parenting plan. Oh my.
Yes.
Because it will save you so much in the future. Put things in there that you don't think you need to. And I don't recommend divorce. If you can fix it, by all means fix it. Get marriage counseling, get whatever you can. But if you are at that point where there is no fixing it and you feel like that's your only option, if you have kids, please get a good parenting plan, because if you do not get a good parenting plan, then your kids will suffer. You need to put random things in there that protect your kids. So I am all for communication apps for parents.
I was about to say,
Because
go in detail of what
because
you're.
okay, so many of our issues that we've had throughout our marriage would have been fixed had we had better parenting plans with our children. Because A,
He said, she said.
yes. A, sometimes they say things and then they change their mind and say they didn't say them, but they said them. No, you don't want to look stupid. Have a parenting plan. Have a parenting app. It controls everything. They have apps to where you can communicate back and forth with the parent. Everything is saved. Nothing can be deleted. And you can put appointments in. You can put doctor's visits in. You can share doctors' phone numbers. So both of you have access to absolutely everything.
Results from doctor's appointments.
Yes, everything
costs
could be
of
there.
Doctor's appointments.
Yes, receipts. You can send money and like pay for things through it. It literally would help you out so much, and it just keeps both of you honest, and that in turn will help your kids have a better life, for one. For two, oh my, there are holidays that are not in a parenting plan. Put them in there. It is such a silly thing to do, because if you get, okay, we don't really celebrate Halloween. So
go.
Okay, I'm going to go into detail. Okay. So we don't really celebrate Halloween. We don't really agree with it. We buy our kids candy, whatever. We have celebrated it in the past, but we have since moved away from it, and our kids are kind of happy with it too. So we don't really do Halloween, but put it in there anyway. Alternate it. I don't know, because sometimes the other parent cares about it. And just because you don't care about it and you don't support it and you don't want your kid to have it, that's fine. But the other parent may say resentful things because it falls on your time every time. They could be like, well, you don't ever get to go with me. And then the kid feels guilty about it.
Yeah.
Just try to see things through the child's eyes, because the other parent may say something to where it makes them feel guilty about it. Okay. And I also stand firm on the do not talk about your spouse or your other spouse to your children. Your view.
Wait. Your spouse or your other spouse?
Your ex-spouse. Your ex-significant other, your child's parent, whatever, however you want to call it. Do not talk about them to your child, because your view of them is not their view of them, and they are going to grow resentful to you. They're going to be upset with you because you're talking about their mom or their dad.
Yeah.
And whatever they did to you is not what they did to the kid. Now, if they were bad to the kid and beat the kid can make their own assumption. You don't have to.
No.
If their other parent is a terrible person, they will see it. I was watching a parenting video on TikTok, and the lady was like, she actually does the parenting plans, and she's a coach for them. And she's like, if you want to see how your child feels about the other house, stop bringing the other house up. If they are excited about it, you don't have to bring it up and ask them how they're doing over there or anything, because they will come to you with the issues or they will come to you with the joys. If they're not saying anything, they're probably okay. And I was like, ooh. Now, obviously, if they come home with bruises or something weird and they're awkwardly quiet about it, yeah, ask questions. But asking, oh, what'd you do at mom's all week? Not necessary.
No.
It's none of your business what they did over there.
Nope.
Our house is our house. Their house is their house. And I pray over my kids when they're at the other house. Now, there are times that I check my kids' locations and such, because sometimes my children are...
Feral?
No. Well, okay, some of our kids are old enough to drive, for one. One
two?
of them is. Nope, not yet. 25 days. 24 days. But so our kids go a lot of different places, so I check on them regularly just to make sure they're okay. If I see a wreck, I'll check their location and such.
Yep.
But other than that, it's not your business. Like, it's really just not.
No, it's really not.
And it honestly takes your peace when you look at it.
Yep.
So that's my additive on blended families, because I have to put that plug in there because it's where my heart's at. But it is something that it'll benefit premarital, so it kind of ties together. Because obviously, if you're getting a divorce, there is a possibility of a relationship in the future with another person. So if you take care of certain issues in your parenting plan, it'll protect you. It's just good business.
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
just
very
it's good
beneficial.
sense. Very good sense. Maybe we'll do a podcast at some point on a parenting plan and things we wish we would have had in our papers that would have made our lives easier.
Oh,
What?
we said we were going to talk about our trip.
Oh, yes. It was fantastic.
So last year, we gifted the kids with a
Vacation.
family vacation for Christmas.
Okay, so we asked our children first, and they said they would be okay with trips, vacations, or outings over presents.
Yep.
So we're not monsters, okay?
I mean, I wouldn't have cared if they said
I know, but it was so worth it.
one way or the other.
Okay, so we gifted them Universal tickets to
Universal Studios in Orlando.
And it was so great.
So we
rented a car,
a
Wagoneer. Oh my gosh.
Left here
beautiful.
on the 19th.
Drove to Pensacola.
Drove to Pensacola the first day, and then drove the rest of the way the second day.
And checked in.
Checked into our hotel.
And spent 5 days at the parks.
5 days at the parks. Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and Epic Universe. And there in Orlando, Florida.
So good.
And
walked about 150,000 steps in 5 days.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Needless to say, I was hurting. My feet, my back, my knees.
We're so old.
But we got to spend Christmas Day in Orlando in shorts and T-shirts.
And it was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
And then we drove back.
And then we gifted the kids with next year's Christmas vacation.
It's next year's vacations. It's the vacations and events of 2026 that we currently have planned. And so it starts February 13th. We are going to WWE SmackDown.
Yep.
Yes. And then pit stop to June. And we're going to Port Aransas.
Yes.
And then for Christmas, we're going skiing.
Going skiing.
Yes. And I'm so excited. And they're so excited. So after the vacation, when we checked out of the hotel and we were walking to the car, I was like, okay, so I need you to rate. Actually, it was last day at the park. We were walking back Christmas Day. We were like, okay, so I need you to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10. How was your Christmas? And they all said best Christmas ever. Like over presents, over money, over everything. They said it was the best Christmas.
Yeah.
So, make memories.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have to say.
Memories are
so much better.
So much better than.
And we had so much fun in the trip. 17 hours in the car, and it wasn't bad.
No. I mean the
Wagoneer made it great. But I want one so bad. I'm in love. Okay, to put something out there, I may or may not have had an ulterior motive.
Yeah, you
so
did.
He said, oh, we could rent a car? I'm like, yeah. So on the premium SUV ticket, I may or may not have said, I want a Wagoneer, and had it notated. with the intention of him falling in love with a Wagoneer and wanting to buy one. And on our way home, he goes, "Man, I think this is our next purchase. Merry Christmas, Kendra." He wants a Wagoneer.
Win the lottery first.
That's fine. We'd have to play. We realize gambling's not our thing. We're not a fan. But yeah, so the drive wasn't bad.
Drive was not bad. It was actually quite nice.
We paid the extra for the pictures, and having the pictures on all the roller coasters was a lot of fun, and some great moments. What was your favorite moment?
I don't know. I had a lot.
I don't know. The look on Grayson's face when he got off that roller coaster, he was so brave.
You should have seen the
and
look
then we
on his
saw
face
his
whenever
picture. So I'll post the picture because it's hilarious. He went night-night
he passed out
on the coaster.
on the coaster.
Yes.
He was
The water ride was great too. But anyway, yeah, he passed out.
He was a brave little soldier.
He tried so hard. And in his defense, that was a pretty rough coaster.
Yeah.
But and then the water ride, we didn't expect to get that wet, and we were drenched.
Soaking wet.
They have like blow dryers. Like you can climb in this box and it will blow dry you.
It's a human
It's super cool. I want
blow
one.
dryer.
That'd be so great to have in our bathroom. That and then the food. That bread cone was so good.
The food, most of the food was.
There was
good.
a bread cone.
There was certain
it was a
foods that
garlic. It was a
weren't.
garlic bread cone, and it was stuffed with macaroni and cheese and pulled pork, and a bacon jam.
That was
You
good.
can't like.
That was good.
You just can't beat that.
But there were certain things that weren't.
Butterbeer is actually kind of good. It is not actual beer. Okay, it's like a butterscotch soda, but it was actually pretty good. It was better warm,
Yeah, it was better hot.
but it was good. What
Yeah.
else?
Um,
Cal
The
turned
what?
out to surprise us all. The littlest turned to be the biggest fan of roller coasters.
yeah,
He was so excited.
he was so excited.
and he was so mad when he couldn't ride them. Certain ones. He was like mad.
Yeah, just because he was a little too short.
Yeah. But it was fun. We
Definitely
made a ton of memories. If you do go to Universal or Epic or any of it, I recommend
express
getting
passes.
the express pass.
Express passes. We
Oh
did
my.
not do any express passes.
We've decided we're going without our kids and getting express passes so we can enjoy the park.
Just
Because they're a
'cause,
bunch of
yeah.
big boobs and wouldn't go on the roller coasters the first 2 days.
Well,
Well,
that was another thing. Like, we didn't think that we were going to need the express passes because we didn't know if any of them were going to ride anything.
yeah. Okay, and the 3D ones are so much fun. The like 3D rides or the simulation rides, those are actually pretty fun.
Yeah,
And it's a
everything
lot
was-
like actually riding a roller coaster. It feels the exact same.
everything was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. We had a
Except for
blast.
that ride breaking with me and Maddie like laying back and Cal
That happened to y'all twice.
on the same ride.
Yeah.
It stopped.
But apparently there was several rides that broke down while we were there,
Just don't panic.
just not on us.
It wasn't the same ride.
Yeah, it was.
No,
Yes.
was it?
Yes.
Oh, the first time was on the conveyor after it had already stopped.
Yeah, the first time was you and Maddie,
Yes.
while me,
No.
Caden, Cal, and Grayson went and rode the
Yeah, it's Frankenstein.
hippogriff across
Oh, the
from it.
hippogriff the second time was
because you were supposed to get off before we did, and we ended up getting off before y'all and sitting there waiting for y'all.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing ever too.
And then
But
me
like
and-
it's so the part that it died on us was there's this part where it's a Harry Potter ride and where the Whomping Willow like comes at you. And so you're on your back and this tree is coming at you and we got stuck like this. We were like, kind of grateful we're not upside down.
yeah,
But it was a lot of fun.
and the whole trip was fun.
It was.
The end of night festivities
Oh
at
my
the park.
gosh, the Celestial
The
water show was beautiful.
The water show and then the fireworks at the other park were
yes,
great.
they were so good. But get good walking shoes and break them in before you go.
Yes, because
flip-flops.
we
And a raincoat. It rains from 2 to 4 daily.
it never rained on us while we were there.
It sprinkled one day.
No.
Yes, it did.
No.
He doesn't know anything.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You're so dumb. But okay, it was a lot of fun though.
It was a lot of fun. It was worth it.
It was so much fun. And if you stay at the resort and
At one of the
so
partnering resorts.
if you think that because it says there's a door, they cheat you. The door has 2 queen beds and on the other side is a fold-out couch. So you really get no privacy. And it was 1 bathroom. 6 people, 1 bathroom? No, absolutely not. I recommend upgrading. If you have a family the size of ours.
Yeah. If you're just going, just you and your spouse, or you, your spouse, and a couple of kids,
It's not bad.
it's not bad. But with
All
4
of them,
kids,
it was a lot.
it was a lot.
But we came in and we went straight to sleep every night. It was kind of great. And then
Yeah, I mean, everybody was wore out.
yeah. And then what else? Oh, our kids went swimming on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. No, it wasn't
Yes.
Christmas Eve.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was
Christmas Eve.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Christmas Eve.
No, because Christmas Eve and Christmas Day,
We closed the park.
we closed
it was
the parks.
Wednesday. It was the night of Epic.
It was Wednesday.
That's right. You're right.
I know I'm right.
Ew.
Ugh. When I'm right, I'm right.
And when you're wrong, you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm just
ma'am?
kidding. So, vacations over presents. Oh my. I'm so excited.
And then we bought Maddie a car.
And we bought my daughter a car.
Your daughter?
Yeah. She's being good. She's always mine when she's good. She's yours when she's bad.
Our daughter.
We bought he bought my daughter. I'm just kidding. We bought our daughter a car. And he bought our daughter a car. And technically it's in my name, so I bought it, but I'm just saying.
Who set money aside for it?
That wasn't me.
I know.
So no, he did. He bought our daughter a car. We bought our daughter a car, however you want to word it. And it's not perfect by any means, but it is a 2007 Dodge Caliber.
It's definitely a first car.
Okay, but we got such a good deal on it. And it only had 91,000 miles, which I know that sounds like a lot. But for a 2007,
Yeah, I mean, her 2020 has 100 and something thousand miles.
110 to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it had $20,000. It was not that much. It had 20,000 miles less than my car. And I was like, that's actually kind of perfect. It's a little Dodge 4-cylinder, so it's cheap and easy to work on. It had good tires. It needs to be buffed. It's been outside. The interior is fantastic. The AC works. It was good.
Heater works.
We drove it. It's
just some little cosmetics.
Gas mileage.
Just little cosmetics that need to be worked on.
And it's got manual windows and locks. And she was so excited about that. She goes, "It has old timey windows." I'm like, shut up. But she was the most grateful child about it. I'll post that video too. She cried, and somebody else cried.
Yeah, you.
And you.
I didn't cry.
Liar.
Proof or it didn't happen.
I can zoom into those sunglasses.
Proof or it didn't happen.
Okay. I'm going to prove it. He cried.
I didn't cry.
Okay. He cries in everything.
I don't cry in everything. It is
guaranteed. I will play one song right now and you'll cry.
No.
But you don't cry.
I don't cry, but.
Okay, wait.
No. Mm-mm.
Are you done?
Mm-mm.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry.
He did cry.
I cried.
He bought his baby girl a car. He cried. And she was so grateful. Like so grateful.
She was.
Yeah, it was great.
I loved it.
I did too. So we had a very eventful month and a half since we've last seen y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I came out with a new cookie.
A new cookie.
It is called the PB Special. Yeah.
It is an
peanut butter
honorary
special or Pastor Billy special
It's an honorary cookie
for the pastor.
for Pastor Billy because he's a fan of
Peanut butter Oreos.
Peanut butter Oreos.
And he did a sermon like 6 years ago, and it was talking about overindulgence. And I don't know why I remember this sermon. It's probably because he talked about Oreos, and that's my like language.
Yes.
But he spoke this sermon, and it was on like overindulgence or too much of a good thing. And he talked about these chocolate or these peanut butter Oreos. When we were walking through, I was trying to think of what kind of cookies to make them for their Christmas gift. And we were walking through dollar store, and he's like, "Look at these Oreos. You should put them in there." Because I was just going to put regular Oreos. And then he found them. And so it is a Fluffernutter cookie, which is basically a soft peanut butter cookie filled with marshmallow cream. And I added the Oreos to it, and oh my, it's delicious.
It's very good.
It is so good. So you should try one.
Yes. Order now.
Yes. So on that note, sneak peek of actually, this is a preference for the next video or the next podcast, whatever you want to call it. It is not going to be a kid-friendly one. So if you are not married, don't listen to it. True story. Sexual intimacy.
Yes.
It's good. It's something that we've struggled with. With. It's a constant back
Busy
and forth
season.
in seasons. So it's something that's really important.
Yep.
So tune in.
On that note,
Peace out, Girl Scout.
I got a date with my son. So
yeah. And I got to go make cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. So
pray us out, yo.
Pray us out, yo.
I already said it first.
You said it first.
Go.
I said it first.
Nope. Go.
Yep. Nope. You pray.
Go.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time. We thank you for this platform giving us a voice to reach the hundreds and hundreds, because we're not fully grown yet. But just to reach out to others, blended families, people that are premarital, or anybody really that listens. We thank you for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us. We hope that you continue to bless everybody else along with us. And we hope that you watch out for everybody's well-being this year. Be with everybody. Let's lead more people to Christ. And it's in your Son's name we pray. Amen.